something has to change. No privileged society has ever given up its privileges. No racist regime has ever voluntarily gone up and left. Imposing boycott, divestment, and sanctions on the state of Israel is morally the right thing to do. It's a principled movement. It's a dedicated movement. It's incredibly effective. There's a track record. There's every reason in the world to support the BDS movement and to support the BDS idea. You know, it's how you bring a regime down. It's how you bring about change. And without consequences for their actions, they're not going to change. I mean, they're going to have to be brought down to their knees. And I think BDS is the right way to do it. I mean, there's no question. I think there's no question about that. All the queasiness about BDS, I think, is again, it's part of this hypocrisy. Not to mention the fact that the demands of BDS are completely reasonable. The return of the refugees, which the international community already accepted, the end of the military regime in the West Bank and Gaza, and equal rights for the Palestinians who are, in 1948. What could be more reasonable than that? What could be more reasonable? So they equate it with terrorism. And last March, I was in Jerusalem, and they had a massive convention, a conference, How We Fight the BDS. It was sponsored by the Israeli newspaper Yediot, by Stand With Us, with a bunch of organizations. Every important person in the state of Israel was there, from the president of the state all the way down to journalists and Jewish billionaires from America, and everybody was there. Thousands of people came to participate. They realize that this is a real threat. They're trying to conflate it with terrorism and anti-Semitism, which is of course nonsense. It's what they do. But I think we are all called upon to act, and BDS is the easiest thing to do. I mean, you can just not buy an Israeli product, or you can support the boycott of HP, which I believe, Hewlett-Packard, which I think is the right thing to do as well. So I mean, there's lots of things that you can do within that realm of BDS, but it is definitely the right thing to do, and I think it's going to be remembered as one of the major forces that eventually brought to freeing of Palestine. I think we're all going to be judged. We're all going to be judged. This entire generation that is alive today will be judged by our stance on Palestine. I think just like, in the 60s, people were judged by, Vietnam and civil rights and then apartheid and so forth in the 80s. So I think we all want to be in a place where our children and our grandchildren ask us where we stood. We can say that we stood on the side of justice, that we stood on the right side of the issue. I think the people who do not support BDS, the people who do not support justice for Palestine, will either hide in shame or lie, because it is so obvious that this is the right thing to do. And I also believe that we don't have the luxury to say that it's hopeless. We don't have the luxury to say that there's no solution. There is a solution. We have seen, even just in my lifetime, countless of examples of racist apartheid regimes fall and be replaced by democracies. And in the case of Palestine, I think it's in many ways, it's glaring at us. It's just waiting for us to act. And so I think we all need to act, and I think that this can happen quite soon. I don't think this is something that will happen, beyond our lifetime. I think this is the transformation of the racist, colonialist apartheid regime into democracy is doable, and it is doable within a relatively short time frame. We just need to act.